finished harvesting 24 chickens, and this will be the last one, so I'm going to give you a brief overview of how we have done it. We made a slaughtering cone out of a piece of flashing, and so all you have to do is just stick the bird's head through, kind of pull it through, and then we euthanize them very quickly just by piercing their brain, and then we cut their throat. You just want to let it wait about 5 minutes until all the blood drains out, and then go ahead and cut off the head. Then what we do on these is just wet the underside because they've accumulated some poop on there. So we go ahead and do this, and then just go ahead and pull off some of the feathers. And actually, you've got to be a little bit careful that the skin will go ahead and tear and start coming off too on some of these. But just want to make a nice clean area for the skinning process. Okay, the next step would be to take off the legs. So you just go ahead and notch it like that, break it, pull it out. Same thing here, find where it is, just put a little notch in there, break it, and cut it off. Next we do the same thing with the wings. We only just keep the upper portion of the wing, so you cut it. Find the joint there, break it, and then cut on through. It's very easy on the wings. Now, since we've already kind of taken some of the feathers off, go ahead and just cut that, and we just start tearing the skin off. And it comes off pretty easy on these Cornish cross. So on this one, it pretty much the whole skin came off in one piece. This is a little bit of a smaller bird, and so now we want to take care of the butt area, and we'll cut a couple of slices here, and then just a little bit right here. Okay, to open it up. And then we cut it from the back. Okay. At this point, we're gonna cut right along the breast line there. On both sides, you just follow that line, and you don't have to cut very deep. But you see that it opens the gut up very easily. So now we have full access to that. Sometimes there's a little piece here we need to cut, and then all you do is just reach your hand in, and you can pull most of the organs right on out. Of course, you got to reach in there to get the heart and a couple of the others, lungs and things like that. You may have to scrape a little bit in there. Then it's time to do kind of final cleanup. We used the chlorine bleach before we started on these tables, but we basically just used the tables as a cutting board. Cleaned up, you want to go ahead and put it in just some cold well water. So we'll put it in there and let it set for a good 5 minutes or so. Again, just trying to take the temperature down. And after it's been in there for 5 minutes, it will come over to this other station that has ice in it, ice water. So again, taking the temperature down even further as we prepare it for the freezer. At this point, these have already been cooled down, chilled down. So we're just going ahead and just kind of take some of the wetness, some of the water off before we put it in the bag. And then we are using, because these are pretty large birds, these 2-gallon Ziploc bags. You want to make sure that you get all of the air out of the bag once the chicken is in there, so we'll start to seal that. And then off to the freezer it goes. Don't forget to put a label on it so you know when the processing date was. Keep track of the age of your chicken.